Hey friends, thought I would come on here live tonight and talk to you a little bit. I know this morning I posted about Scout. Look at here, he's wanting back in, so I'm gonna let him back in the house. But I'm so glad I see people are joining now. Hey guys, if you don't mind, if you will give some hearts or thumbs up to thank you. This will allow people to know that I'm on. I don't understand how it happens, but thank you for joining me, because I've had so many people want to know about Scout. And I'll tell you guys what's going on. I don't see any comments yet. Yeah. Hey, Kimberly, how are you? But for several weeks, let me tell you, Scout had started, hey, Jamie, Richard, so nice to have all y'all. Rhonda, it's good to see you, and Marsha. But Tammy, I'm gonna try not to look until I tell you about Scout. For about a month, I guess, Scout has been drinking water just a lot. He's always liked to drink water, but this, I mean, he would drink the whole bowl of water. And then we would take him outside, and he would use TT, and then he would come back in, and before he even got to where he was going to be sitting, he had used the bathroom again. And he would take about 3 more steps and use it again. And I told Harold, I said, something is wrong. You know, this is not normal. So, you know, we just watched him, and at first I thought, he's pouting because he's not getting all of our attention. Mason is here and things like that. But that wasn't it. So when we were at Chris's last week, we left there and went to Gulf Shores, and had gotten worse. And I told Harold, I said, when we get home, I'm taking him to his vet. So this morning I called and told them what was going on, and they said, bring him on in. We'll have to work him in, but go ahead and bring him. And I did. Harold went with me. And at first, they said it sounds a little bit like he could be diabetic. But he said, we're not going to know until we do blood work. I said, go ahead and do it. And they did all this blood work, and he came back. He's not diabetic, but the only thing that was concerning was one of his liver enzymes was extremely high. And he said, I need to do an x-ray and possibly a CT scan if we can't see what we want, because it could mean that he has a tumor. So they did that, and then we waited, and he came back in, and he showed us the x-rays, and he said, his liver is really big. It should be about the size of this, and, you know, but he said, the only way he said, I don't see any tumors, but, you know, a CAT scan. I said, go ahead and do it. So the CAT scan did not show any tumors. So thank the good Lord. But then he said, what I think it could be, but we'll have to do another test to see for sure, is Cushing's disease. And we will take him in the morning, and he'll have to stay all day, and somehow they give him something, and some kind of steroid, I think. I may be totally wrong, but I do know that they'll draw blood every 4 hours, and then in 24 hours we should know if it's Cushing's disease. And Harold said Sue had already diagnosed him, and really and truly, when we were at the beach and it was happening, I looked what could cause this, and that was the main thing: excessive thirst, urinating a lot, and not being able to hold it. So that's what we're thinking. But he said that he thinks that we can treat it with medication if that is it. But thank y'all so much. People were messaging, tell us about Scout, tell us about Scout. And that's what's going on. He's our baby, and he's spoiled, but we love him. He is 11 years old. Well, he will be 11 years old in July. And, you know, he's just... he's been with us since he was a baby. We got him at the rescue, and he has been great. But, you know, this is something that, according to Google, poodles and dachshunds are the 2 main ones that get this Cushing disease. But we're hoping that with medication, he's going to get better, because it's just not him. He never had accidents unless we left him here for a long period of time, because he'll go to the door and he'll scratch. I've heard him rattle his bowl, so he lets us know when he needs something, but I don't think he's aware, or he can't make it to the door. But that's what's going on. What's going on with y'all? I see so many people on right now. Thank y'all. And I didn't let you know I was going to be on or anything. But it's been pretty here today. It's hot. And Glenda, thank you so much for letting me know that you're home from the hospital. That's wonderful. I'm glad to know that. But I feel like y'all were family. And Scout he doesn't seem to be having any pain. Cushing's in January. Okay. Lisa's 10-year-old was diagnosed in January, and she's on medicine. Okay. He told me that the medication, once they get it regulated, should really, you know, help. And that's what we're hoping for. But anyway, Harold's brother's here. Y'all saw where last night he had brought up some peas, and I canned them for him. And y'all, old people really, I'm not going to say old people, I have a hard time with the technology and trying to get a good video and things like that. But I videoed every step of canning those peas for Gary. And when I started to put the videos together to send to Angela, there was no sound. So I thought, what in the world happened? And after some investigating, I saw that I had it on mute. So, Angela, if she can work her magic, I may just do some voiceover or something like that. But if not, I'll be canning lots of peas for me later, and I'll make sure, or I hope I can do it right. I see several people whose little fur babies have the Cushing's disease, and they said the medicine is helping. So that's what I'm going to believe is going to happen. And y'all, he's overweight, and I know that. So we went ahead at the vet and got some healthy dog food that should help with his weight. And he loves it. Hold my phone up, Mom. Y'all, Amy's at the beach. I'm trying, Amy. It'll shake if I'm holding it up. I don't have anybody that is holding it for me. But, oh my goodness, Louise, I'm so sorry. Her 15-year-old has Cushing's, is diabetic, blind, and now he has cancer. Bless your heart. Scout will be 11 next month. But Amy's on here and she can tell you he's the baby. But anyway, here's one. Our 16-year-old doggie has Cushing's. How about that? Goodness. 8 years. That's great. I'm so glad to hear this. When and where is Black Friday? Where did Amy get your front door? I love it. Amy, where did you get your front door? Amy said Scout is definitely her favorite child. Then Chris. No. I love Chris and Amy exactly the same. They're different. Amy, where'd you get your front door? They're wanting to know, and I'm not sure. I think Home Depot, but she'll answer. We got it at Home Depot. That's right. While Amy and Shawn are at the beach, Harold is going to stain their bottom cabinets. We didn't today because after being gone, Harold needed to do some weed eating. Yes, I will have another devotional sometime. Y'all, it's hard for me to video and upload it because it takes a long time to upload, but I'll try to do another devotion. And then if somebody doesn't want to hear it, they don't have to listen to it. I know. Okay, Amy says it is a Knotty Alder exterior door. We got it unfinished and stained it. It was much cheaper that way. I'll try to, Amy, if you'll send me that information, I may try to see if there's some way I can post it at the bottom. I don't know if I can or not. But her door is beautiful. I wish I had one like it. But can you hear me now? There's a train that's coming, so it may be hard. Can you hear me? Hey, Heather from Illinois. Somebody said they would love my devotions. Amy, should we, I don't know about the Sunday school that we're doing right now. It's so long. I don't know. But we're our Sunday school right now, we're going through Randy Alcorn's book about heaven. And it is very good. We've only been 2 weeks in it. Amy taught the first week, and it was great. It was eye-opening. That's a great book. Thank you, Carolyn, for saying you can hear me. I'm so glad. Yeah, Amy just sent me a text. The Rustic Knotty Alder. I'll try to post that on this live video somewhere after we finish. But there's somebody watching from Mississippi, from North Carolina, Virginia. Hey, Jerry. Hey, Kathy. From Rome, Georgia, Washington, Wisconsin. Y'all, thank you for praying for my baby Scout. Do you know, I hardly ever hear the train. I heard it then because somebody said, I can't hear you, and I thought, it's because of the train, but the train's gone now. Amy said, Mason said, hey, Gigi, he must be watching me. Y'all, the book, the name of it is Heaven by Randy Alcorn. And there's things in that book that I often wondered about heaven. And he gives the biblical verses. It's very, very good. Chilton County, Lisa Davis, Ohio, Georgia, McCalla, Alabama, South Carolina. Oh my goodness. I met, y'all saw the picture. I don't know if I put it up yet or not. I think I did. If not, it'll go up this Friday. I met a lady at Walmart in Gulf Shores from Arkansas. So, hey, Delma, Catherine, Martha, Chris Garrett. Chris is my son. Oh my goodness. Amy and Chris go at each other all the time, but they love each other. They would both fight over it. But each one of them likes to say that I have favorites, but I don't. I do for both of them. That book Amy ordered from Amazon, right, Amy? I think so. And it's good. It's not a book that you could read in a day or so, because every question that you have imagined is in there, and he will give scripture for it. But okay, I'm so glad you finished your chemo and you're doing great. Y'all, I never knew, there's another train. I never knew how hard chemo was. I knew people would go through it and they would be sick or whatever. But now, anybody who's going through chemo, I really can empathize with you, because I know. Hey, Brandy from Michigan. Kathy says she loves Chris Garrett's sense of humor. Oh, you ought to. I wish Amy would write a book and put some of the things in it that they go back and forth. Like Chris will say, I take that with a grain of slaw instead of a grain of salt, knowing Amy's gonna just have a fit. But I love both my kids. I'm so proud of them both. Y'all, I have to tell you this, and I probably should do it in another post. Amy, you don't know this yet. Are you still on here? Let me know. But I talked to Chris today, and he said that his wife Amy had taken Blake to his oh goodness, I don't know what it was, his ear doctor and neurology. And y'all know that Blake was born without any ear openings. That's part of his little syndrome. And they took him today and they tested him, and they said with his hearing aids, he hears normal in his inner ear canal. So they're going to wait, if I get this right, Chris, if I don't, just say, Mama, you're wrong. But they're going to wait another year and retest him, and maybe after he's 5 years old or whatever, they could do some implants. Isn't that wonderful? Come on, Scout. See, he scratches when he wants to come out. Come on, baby. He doesn't want to. It's hot out here. It's cool in the house. But Nora has been going through chemo for 4 years, never imagined what it does to your body. But thank God that's right. Thank God that we went through it, and now we can pray for others who go through it. I don't want to keep you on here. I got on to tell you about Scout, and he's going to want out now that I'm closing it. somebody saying, how is Scout? When I get off, you can go back and watch from the beginning, and I'll tell you, but they think he has Cushing's disease. And, you know, there's medicine for it, and we're going to believe he's going to be okay. Anyway, I'm looking to see a 10-year breast cancer survivor, went through 16 rounds of chemo and never got sick. Praise God. Wow. Tina's husband has the best spirit, going through chemo, living on prayers. He'll be 80 and has reached stage 4 and can't take any more chemo, but he has an amazing attitude. Well, I'm going to tell you, I fully believe that God is in control and he knows the number of our days. And after we're reading and studying this book about heaven, that should be our ultimate goal anyway. But y'all, I'm going to let you go. Thank y'all for following me. I'll be back tomorrow. But I just wanted to come on and do this live to let you know. I thought that would be easier, and especially Harold's brothers are out here right now, and they're watching a ball game. It's kind of noisy with the TV inside. So that's exactly why I came out. But I love y'all. Remember to be salt and light. Thank you for following me, and I'll be back.